Today, we're diving into the blood-soaked halls of Khorne's realm, the chaos god of war and carnage. Khorne is the patron of battle, bloodlust, and unrelenting rage. But some believe there's more to him than just violence. Some claim that Khorne values a chivalric code of combat, emphasizing the bravery of facing opponents head-on without deceit. But is that truly the case? Or is Khorne's existence solely about power and bloodshed? To answer this, we must explore the concept of honor itself, how it's been understood throughout history, and how it applies to Khorne. Honor has been central to human culture for millennia, intricately tied to reputation, morality, and a code of conduct. In Homer's Iliad, honor, or time, drives heroes like Achilles to seek glory in battle. For Achilles, honor is not just about personal strength, but about earning recognition for his deeds and ensuring his legacy. In contrast, Confucian philosophy in the Analects defines honor in terms of personal integrity and fulfilling one's role in society. For Confucius, true honor lies in living virtuously and showing respect for others, regardless of public acknowledgement. While Homeric honor is often public and linked to one's reputation, Confucian honor is more inward, focused on ethical conduct and personal duty. Meanwhile, medieval chivalric literature, such as Le Morte d'Arthur, portrays honor as a guiding moral ideal. Knights like Sir Gawain are bound by loyalty, courage, and a commitment to justice, qualities that transform their martial prowess from mere violence into noble service. Their actions reflect a code of conduct that emphasizes integrity, humility, and the protection of the weak, elevating them beyond the role of simple warriors. Across these works, honor transcends brute strength. It encompasses restraint, responsibility, and adherence to a moral code. This provides an intriguing lens through which to examine Khorne. Does his philosophy align with any of these ideals, or is his honor something altogether different? Khorne's creed is simple: blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. He has no misgivings about his minions slaughtering billions, as each death fuels his power and strengthens their devotion. His followers seek to prove their worth through relentless battle, offering the blood of their enemies as tribute. To many, this suggests that Khorne values martial prowess, the ability to conquer through sheer strength and aggression. This emphasis on brutal strength also shapes Khorne's attitude toward other forms of warfare. Khorne despises sorcery, seeing it as a coward's tool. His disdain for deceit and trickery implies a preference for direct, uncompromising combat, where strength alone decides the victor. This has led some to interpret Khorne's ethos as having its own twisted sense of honor, one that rejects underhanded methods in favor of open confrontation. In this sense, Khorne's brand of honor is about the audacity and raw power of facing one's enemies head-on, similar to how gladiators in ancient Rome showcased their skill and ferocity in the arena, valuing the direct display of combat over any form of deception. Yet, how does Khorne's view of honor compare to classical ideals? As we have highlighted, classical notions of honor emphasize restraint, morality, and justice. But how does this compare to Khorne, the chaos god of unbridled rage? Let's look at his so-called code of honor and how it shapes his brutal domain. Mercy and compassion are weaknesses in his eyes, and justice or fairness play no part in his philosophy. This relentless violence strips away the restraint or morality found in classical ideals of honor. In Khorne's realm, martial prowess is king, and victory is the only law. Mercy, compassion, and even justice are discarded as irrelevant. Khorne's honor is rooted in dominance, proving one's worth by crushing opponents, not adhering to any moral code. While Khorne's disdain for deceit might hint at a warrior's code, his relentless thirst for domination tells a different story. To better understand this tension, let's look at one of the most infamous episodes in Khorne's lore, the fall of Skarbrand. The story of Skarbrand, the Exiled One, offers insight into Khorne's views on honor and raises further questions. It is also a significant reason why there is even a debate within the community about whether Khorne truly values honor or simply demands absolute dominance. Once the mightiest of Khorne's bloodthirsters, Skarbrand epitomized rage and martial skill, leading countless victories in Khorne's name. Yet his pride and arrogance led to his downfall. Skarbrand's betrayal was not entirely his own. The chaos god Tzeentch, ever the manipulator, stoked Skarbrand's pride, whispering that he could surpass even Khorne. Under this influence, Skarbrand struck Khorne while his back was turned, a cowardly act that sealed his fate. The blood god, enraged by the attack, burned Skarbrand's wings and cast him out, condemning him to eternal exile. This incident has sparked debate. Did Khorne punish Skarbrand for his cowardly act, suggesting he values a kind of honor tied to martial respect? Or was Khorne's anger solely about dominance, punishing Skarbrand for daring to challenge him at all? Supporters of the honor interpretation argue that Khorne expects open confrontation, where warriors face their enemies without deceit. In this view, Skarbrand's punishment reflects Khorne's disdain for cowardice rather than the challenge itself. Others contend that Khorne's reaction had nothing to do with honor. Instead, they see the punishment as a demonstration of absolute dominance, a warning to those who might defy him. Tzeentch's role in manipulating Skarbrand further complicates matters. Did Tzeentch exploit a genuine expectation of honor in Khorne's domain, or was this merely a ploy to provoke chaos? The ambiguity mirrors the complexity of Khorne's character, leaving room for interpretation. The Skarbrand incident illustrates that Khorne's values, including martial prowess, are not governed by a consistent code, but instead operate within a chaotic framework of power. Whether his reaction was rooted in honor or dominance, the story underscores the tension between his brutal philosophy and the remnants of a warrior's code. From Skarbrand's fall to Khorne's brutal creed, it's clear that his relationship with honor is as chaotic as his realm. But does that chaos hide a deeper truth? Or is honor just another casualty of his endless bloodlust? While Khorne's disdain for sorcery and preference for direct combat suggest a form of martial respect, his unrelenting demand for blood and dominance often overshadow any notions of honor. Classical ideals of honor, restraint, justice, and moral integrity find little place in Khorne's domain. Instead, his honor is tied to strength and survival, reflecting the brutal logic of chaos itself. The debate around Skarbrand's punishment only deepens the mystery. Does Khorne truly value honor, or is even this concept a tool for his endless thirst for blood? Ultimately, Khorne's philosophy is a dark reflection of war, glorifying power while discarding restraint. Whether you see him as a god of savage honor or mindless slaughter, one truth remains. In Khorne's realm, dominance reigns supreme, and honor is a fleeting, fragile ideal.